This is one of those videos where if I don't start, it'll never start. So I'm just starting and I'm going to take you along for the ride. It is currently winter in Australia. I live in Brisbane, Queensland, which is like a kind of a subtropical climate. It's mainly warm all the time. No. Yeah, it is. It is mainly warm all the time, except for like 2 months of the year where it gets cold, or at least cold for us. Yeah. Because we live in like 40-degree heat all the time. Yeah, we do. You'll learn that when you get older, I know. So anyway, I thought I would bring you along for some cozy winter days. Yeah, because it feels like winter today. Doesn't it? You've got your little cardigan on.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And it's raining outside and we're just having a cozy day inside. So I thought I would start the vlog now. Yeah, let's do some cooking. We're going to do some baking, we're going to do some cooking, and then I'm going to bring you along for some content creation tomorrow, and we're going to chat wardrobe.
No.
Yes, Hallie's favourite word is no at the moment, if you haven't gathered that from this little introduction. But I'm going to bring you along for some wardrobe chats tomorrow because I have thoughts about your wardrobe and my wardrobe.
No.
And it's going to be great. We're definitely going to cook something with bananas though, aren't we?
Baby.
Yeah, we went to the banana cart yesterday. There's a banana cart. Literally, that's what it is. It's a cart that has bananas in it. Like a K from our house. And so we went for a walk yesterday and we got our bananas for the week and we ended up getting 16 bananas because that was 2 kilos worth of bananas for $5. A bit of a win. Bit of a bargain, yeah. So we have lots of bananas to use. So I think we should make some banana muffins and maybe some banana pancakes. Good idea? Good idea. Let's go. I recently got the baby food Bible, and I know the lunchbox Bible has come out now. I don't have that one yet, but I'm going to get it. But I've got the baby food Bible, and we have made this recipe before, which is thumbprint muffins. I already have the jam made because I made that the other day. I am all out of almond meal and they say to swap it for rolled oats. So we'll try that, although I'm not 100% sure how the rolled oats is supposed to actually rise with the muffins. This needs 3 bananas. I've got small bananas, so I'm going to use 4. Constantly removing Hallie from the pantry. Yeah, cutie. What have we got? We just need eggs. The chia raspberry jam I made, super easy to make, literally like 2 cups of raspberries, 1/4 cup of chia and 1/2 cup of water. Mix it on the stove and you get this gooey, lovely jam. Squealing is the latest thing, so please excuse. And they go in the oven for 20 minutes and then we'll see what they're like at the end. These would actually be really perfect breakfast muffins. The thing I love about the Baby Food Bible is that it's not like just recipes for babies, it's recipes for the family. So these will come in very handy for me as well for a little maybe afternoon snacky. Yeah, little afternoon treat. She thinks so, I think so. They're going to go in the oven and we're going to clean the kitchen and get ready for dinner. Our muffins are done, and how good do they look? Look at that. Got the jam in the middle of it. Like I said, these would be perfect breakfast muffins. It is almost dinner time, but should we try a little bit? I think so. Jammy on the inside. I'll give you a little bit, okay? They're still just a tad hot. Okay, that'll be fine. There you go. What do you think of that? Should I give you the rest on your dinner plate? That's delicious. Would recommend that little recipe. If you doubled it, you can make like bigger breakfast muffins, which would be perfect for an adult, but I mean, this is perfect for my 1-year-old. Good morning, welcome to Thursday. Hallie is in the kitchen with me again. Cutie girl. Yeah, we are making her lunch. We have a great day planned. Hallie is actually going to her grandparents today, so we have a great day planned. We're going to shoot some content today. We're going to chat books. We're just going to have a cozy, rainy day inside, and it's going to be wonderful. But first, we need to make Hallie's lunch. So let me show you what we're going to put together for my 1-year-old who loves to eat. She is a great eater. I'm very blessed in that department. So let's put together her lunchbox. And she'll kind of eat this over the whole day from now until the end of the day. So morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea. But like I said, she's a good eater. She'll pretty much eat the whole lunchbox. Okay, lunch is made off camera because my mum called and I was chatting to her for 15 minutes. But here is the lunchbox. I'm very proud of your lunchboxes. We have today in the lunchbox Vegemite sandwiches, delicious. We have strawberry yogurt, we have a pear, we have the thumbprint muffins, and that will do her for the day. Generally for lunch, we will have the yogurt and the sandwiches, and then afternoon tea will be like the muffin and the pear. But it varies. She always has the yogurt for lunch. That's like the one thing she needs to eat at lunch. But otherwise, the lunchbox is free for hers to pick and choose as she needs to. Paired with a little water bottle, she's good to go. I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch, but you are sorted. So we are gonna wrap this up this morning because we have a few jobs to do outside of the house. We're going to my sister-in-law's house, and then I'm dropping her at grandma and granddad's. So I will chat to you when I don't have her and we're doing some content creation. Hello, I thought I would treat myself to some guzzies for lunch today. A little $12 meal deal. I got a chicken burrito bowl with guac and sour cream, which is just perfect for a rainy Thursday. Hallie is now at her grandparents', which means we have the afternoon to get some content creation work done, which I'm very excited about. Last week, I did not feel creative at all. I was feeling very about everything. This week, I feel my creativity coming back, and I have this idea to create a series called How to Dress Like a Mum, based on all of the trends that you see on Pinterest and Instagram. So like the 90s butter mum, or the French mum, or the coffee shop mum, or beige mum, recovering beige mum, like all of the different styles and aesthetics that Instagram and Pinterest push on you. I wanted to create this series and kind of like dress up almost of like how to be a mum or how to dress like a mum. And I thought that could be quite fun. So I went on Pinterest the other night, found a whole heap of inspo pictures for all of the different mum aesthetics, and we're going to film a few today. I think this series is also birthed out of like what I have been thinking about with style and becoming a mum over the last year. I remember vividly coming home from hospital with Hallie last year and looking in my wardrobe and being like, nothing feels like me anymore. I hate absolutely everything. Nothing fits. And that was really kind of shocking to me because I didn't realize. I knew my body would change and I knew my style would change postpartum, but I didn't realize it would happen so drastically for me. So I've really been on this journey over this last year of trying to find my style, trying to find who I am when I wear clothes, what I like. And I think also too, because my lifestyle has changed. A year ago, I was working, I was professional, I was in the workplace. So a lot of my wardrobe fit that bill. Whereas now I'm home, I'm doing content creation, I'm being a stay-at-home mom. I don't really need to dress in that professional sense anymore. So a lot of the clothes just don't suit me and my lifestyle, even though they're beautiful. In saying that, I think I've sold almost half of my wardrobe on Depop recently, which has been so good for the mental clutter and just getting rid of things, because I've also hoarded a lot of things because I'm like, oh, I can use that for content creation. I could use this. Whereas realistically, I do not, and I don't use it. So I've sold a heap of stuff on Depop, and I feel like my wardrobe's finally at a place where I'm like, yes, I like everything in here, everything fits in here, and I can create with it as well. So that's where I'm at with that. Content done for the day. I got 3 reels finished and almost edited. I just need to finish off putting the outfit clips into the reel. So that feels really good. It feels good to be creative again, you know? I felt like I was really like losing myself there for a hot minute, but I have a good feeling about this reel. I mean, the Instagram algorithm could like smack me down and give me like 1,000 views. That would be heartbreaking. But anyway, at least I enjoy doing it, which is the point at the moment. Now, content is done. I still have a few hours before I have to pick up Hallie. I'm going to go treat myself. I'm going to go get a pedicure. There's a new place that opened up just down the road from me, and I really want to try them. So I've changed my pants. I mean, these aren't great to go get a pedicure in either, but they're easier than jeans. So I've put some comfy pants on. I've got my leather thongs on, and I'm going to go check out down there. I think I'm going to go with like a burgundy color today. I think that could be fun for winter, or at least for the next like 4-6 weeks. But yes, I haven't had a pedicure in like 8 weeks, and it's time for one. Let me tell you that. Okay, let's go check out this place. It is currently 6:30 at night. Hallie is asleep, Andy is at the physio, and I thought I would wrap up this vlog here by finishing talking about Index and the styling side of things. So if you are on the Index app, you know that you can digitize your whole wardrobe, and then you can book a stylist. And I am currently an Index stylist and loving it. It is so much fun. I'm currently styling a lookbook for Sophie, and I wanted to show you kind of the back end of it a little bit. So what you do is you fill out a questionnaire for your stylist, and it is so much better if you are more specific and give a whole stack of information, because once you send off that questionnaire, that's it. Like, that's all the information your stylist has to go on. So if you want something really specific for your lookbook, or you want really specific outfits, that is where you need to tell your stylist. Be like, this is what I do, this is where I go, this is kind of my life, but I want outfits for this. You can also specify items that you want your stylist to style, which I think is something that's overlooked and really great for you to use. Even if it's just some basic items in your wardrobe, to specify, yes, I want these styled, because that gives your stylist a really good base. Now you can also select for recommendations or no recommendations or some recommendations, like it's totally up to you. And it's better, like I said, to put as much information as you can into your questionnaire. Once you have completed your questionnaire, that's when your stylist will start styling. And this is what I have done so far. I'll screenshot it and put it up on the screen so you can actually see it clearly. Oh, the lights are dimming. Let's do one together. Okay, so the back end of it goes like this. I will select and come in here to your wardrobe. I can also filter your wardrobe, so I can go through starting with tops is where I like to start. And we're gonna do one real quick. I don't know if this is gonna be the outfit or not that I decide on, but you can kind of go through, select your pieces that you want. So I really like this. And then I can see down the side all of the different outfits that have been styled with that top. So she styled that top quite a lot, so I'm not going to use that one. What about this one? See, again, has styled quite a few outfits. So I want to make sure that I'm styling some pieces in her wardrobe that maybe are a little bit more underused, that she hasn't quite used a lot. Now that we've got our top, I'm going to find the bottom. Could go like these blue shorts, that's fun. Or what about these? Like that's fun too. Oh, these Damson Matter ones though. Yeah, let's go them. They are fun. All right, that's a cool vibe. All right, so we've got pants. Then I'm gonna go to outwear. Now I don't have to put outwear every single time, but I do like to include it. Denim jacket, you know what? I think we're gonna leave outwear for now. Sophie has specified in her questionnaire that she wants lots of accessories. So we're gonna include lots of accessories and fun accessories, because why the heck not? This pink bag is cool, you know, pink on pink. Maybe we go a different color, like green. That's fun. I like that kind of color palette there. I think the green bag is going to be a winner. We could do yellow. Yellow is also fun. I think I like the green one more though. Also like the pattern of that. Shoes. All right, let's have a squeezy with shoes. I don't want boots. That's not the vibe we're going for. Like loafers, just something simple could be fun. Silver shoes, like they could be fun too. I think I've already used those silver shoes though. I mean, I can use things again, but I want to use something different. Like they're fun as well. Like that's, I know they're like chill, but like I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, let's go to accessories. Scrunchie in the hair. I'm doing a lot of outfits with scrunchies, but scrunchies are just so fun. So it's like, why the heck not? You know what, actually? Maybe a hat and sunglasses. Her sunglass collection. Amazing. You know what? I don't know that I like that hat now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, there we go. Better. But we could tie in, yeah, like the color. Maybe that one. I think I like those. The color of the outfit. And then we want some jewelry. A necklace with that top. Maybe that one. Yeah, the bangle with that one. I think that's could look cool. I think we will go with ones like that. And this is where I would write a note, but I will come back to that. And that is the outfit. So that's a little bit of behind the scenes of how I would create an outfit for your lookbook. And obviously then I would write how I would see that styled in the notes section there. But I like to do that once I've done all of the outfits, finish all the notes. I am going to leave this vlog here. It was lovely to spend the last 24 hours with you. We need to do this more often, I think. Would love it if you would like and subscribe. It would be wonderful if you would join our little community here on YouTube. And I will see you next week for another cozy home video where we will probably do some baking, we'll do some reading, we'll hang out, which will be awesome. All right, I'll see you in the next one, friends. Bye.